All right, everybody, welcome to Patriot Steve's Projects. To those of you who have come over from Tim's channel, Gentry and Sons Trucking, thank you for giving a chance. There will be some cab over video in future videos. I have quite a bit of pictures and some videos saved, and we're still working on it when time allows. A little bit about myself, for those that don't know me. I am a prepper, truck driver, heating and air background, ham operator. We're into off-grid, homestead, solar, renewable energy, you name it. We do all kinds of projects. You never know what you're going to find on Patriot Steve's Projects. This video here is our safe room project. You'll hear it called by many names. We'll call it a gun room, safe room, tornado shelter. It's a shelter period of any kind. So there was a lot of video that was lost when we started making this. I changed phones, had a lot of corrupt video, so there'll be some pictures through the middle and you'll see where we missed some. But it was too good of a project to not go ahead with it. So stick around. I hope you guys enjoy and hope to see you back. All right. So today we're starting
Take it out, son.
a really fun project. You're gonna like this one. We're taking this old rotted deck that these idiots built on the ground and then expect it to not rot. Just here when I bought the house, we're not the idiots. And we're taking it down, getting it out of the way. Salvage the little piece of deck that's still good and add it onto the tiny house for Nick. Get rid of the rest, strip it off, rework this dirt in here, form it up. We got a mess right now because we had a bunch of stuff on the deck that we had to move. We got some gravel. Got 2 loads of gravel in. 2 20-ton dump truck loads. $550 a load. Give the guy a shout out in the comments. You guys can holler at him if you're local to Sweetwater, 10 Mile, Tennessee area. We went ahead and graveled in front of the shop. Finished out the loop. Got a little, we hadn't moved at all. It's just how he dumped. He did a great job. Got this pile. We got one more load coming. We're going to use it to rock that in and pour a patio. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. That's not such a cool project, Steve. Well, what's coming after that is the cool project. We're going to build a walk-in gun safe. Concrete block, metal reinforced, backfilled blocks, concrete ceiling, metal reinforced, on top of that pad off of my master bedroom coming out of that window. Those you don't live here. So, got the little Roll King tractor out here getting her done with my Roll King backed up. Do some dirt work under this and get it prettied up, and I'll get the video back on here in a little bit. So this is our bond beam here with the rebar in it. we're building up from there. 4 rows of regular block, then another bond beam layer around with rebar and pour. So all we're doing right now is filling to be able to lay the bond beam. Once we get this stuff filled up to that level and the bond beam laid, then we're going to be able to, when we pour the roof, we're going to tie our rebar in. That's one we got to tie yet. We just laid it in there. Once we tie our rebar in, we're going to tie into the roof, and we're going to do a grid square pattern with rebar, and it'll be all tied in. We're actually going to weld it just because it's easier. Take the torch and heat and bend, weld it, and then we're going to tie that whole roof in, and when we pour, the roof will pour down into these walls to this height that we're at right now with the bond beam. So everything, that rebar, the rebar in the walls, the block, and the roof will all be tied as one piece, one pour. 4,500 pound fiber reinforced, and then we're doing a grid pattern on number 5 rebar. So should be plenty strong, 8 inches thick. We'll be, I'll video when we start forming up, and we'll check back in with you here in a little bit. So don't buy Boss 333 polyurethane expanding foam, because as you can see, the top of it is broke off. This makes 6 cans. And you could say it's old, but they did it when I very first bought them. Now, this is a bad idea, because I just have a feeling it ain't gonna go well here.
This is about to be all over my phone.
I mean, it might. I dug some of the foam out.
Poke a hole inside of it, man.
Oh, I see it. I don't know if I want to do this. Garbage. Look at this. Look at this. Garbage. I know what we're going to do with these. If it don't work, we're going to shoot them and watch the foam explode everywhere. It's going to be cool.
If you can get Steve out of the house. I was waiting on it.
I just have a feeling all at once this is going to just...
Well, you know what it is?
Kind of reminds you of popping a zit, don't it?
That's gross. There's a fungus among us.
Should have on safety glasses.
I got sunglasses.
Ooh.
That was very anticlimactic.
I mean, this is temporary.
Squeeze that can.
No, it's got pressure. The stuff's just dried halfway in the can, I think.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's performance right there.
Oh, it's speeding up.
Oh. Gaping.
All right, after a trip to Lowe's, we got the right stuff. Great stuff. Big gap filler.
Dude, the fumes coming off that, like from back here. Ugh, that's great for the earth. That's great stuff. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Hey, let me this window seal out and it's all blocked in. You listening? That little guy?
I already said I bet we're gonna have to. All right, let me borrow the camera here. So, had to go to Lowe's and get some great stuff. We're just trying to temp fix that end so that as we're working, when this rain starts, it's at least not pouring out the end of that pipe onto us. It'll go to the other end and drain out. We've come along. It's been a couple days of working on this. And what I've learned is, if you can afford somebody to lay block for you, do it. Because this is not how I want to make a living. Yeah, shout out to all the brick masons. All right, so we're coming along. Rick's laying the U-block for the bond beam. We drilled these corners to tie us together. We'll lay rebar in that as well. We've been carrying the rebar out for the door. So all that's poured in. We'll cut it back. And then we can weld that to our door jambs. Give us some crazy strength. We realize we may have made a small boo-boo because it does not appear as though we're going to be able to take this window out in one piece with the block in the way. But I really didn't want to have a hole in the house for a month and a half. So, as you can see, we're trying to work on this back wall now to get it all the way up as high as we're going, since we can't get to the other side of it. We got about 3 more rows. Then we're going to come in and fill our U-block here and work this up, and then we can lay block from the outside. Right now, can't really lay block from the outside on the back wall, so we're leaving this open to be able to transit in and out and work that back wall. Got a little bit of rebar extending to do on the back, but it's coming along. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's solid.
We never claimed to be professionals.
No, this is literally all 3 of our first time laying block ever.